Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ifoma. So today we're going to be making this beautiful 360 top. This top is absolutely gorgeous and is perfect for this weather. So if you are interested in this video, make sure you watch to the end, and if you're yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, like and share. Having said that, let's dive into the video. So to make this, I have a little bit over 1 yard. What I have here is 1 yard and few inches, like 7 or 8 inches. That is 1 yard and quarter yard, right? So just a little bit over 1 yard. And to get my fold, I'm going to fold this into 4 because what we are making is a 360-degree top, right? So I folded once, which is here, right? And I'm going to fold again. We already know how to fold our 360-degree flea, right? Just fold into 4, fold the first one, then you fold again, right? So after folding, I'm going to align the fold here like this. Now this is what you have if you fold right. If you fold right, you're going to have two sides that are folded, right? You're going to have one side here that is also folded, but it's not like two different sides like this, right? Then you're going to have open sides like this. Okay, so this side that is folded here is going to be both our center front and our center back, and this here is going to be the side, okay, both the side of our front and the side of our back, where we are going to be shaping together. This is this side and this side is the center, right? So what I'm going to do now is to check the length of the top. For me, I don't want mine to be too long, but what I have here is 22 and a half if you measure from the shoulder here, right? If you measure from the tip here, we are going to have 22 and a half, as you can see, right? So I'm going to be using that full 22 and a half, but the measurement on my body is 21 inches, but I'm still going to fold right, and we're also going to fold up. So I'm going to use that full 22 and a half. So what I'm going to do now is from this tip here, I'm going to measure 22 and a half all the way around till I get to the other side. For this side, what we have here is 22 inches. So that means I'm going to be using 22 inches instead of 22 and a half, right? So that they are going to be equal. Okay, so if you have more fabric, you are definitely going to arrive at longer length. Let's say, for instance, you have 1 yard and a half of your fabric, you're definitely going to get longer measurement by the time you get to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to use 22 inches. So that 22 inches now is what I'm going to go ahead now and connect to the other side. Now that I've done connecting it, I'm going to go ahead and cut out. Now, so this is what we have, right? So the next thing we are going to do is to go ahead and mark out our chest line. And to get our chest line here, you're going to divide your chest measurement into 4, right? So the way I did mine, so I avoid all this long calculation we normally do when we are cutting fillet. I simply divided my chest measurement by 4, and what I have is 5 inches, right? So what I'm going to do now is to make sure that what I have around here is not more than 5 inches. So I'm going to use 4 inches as base. This is the first one I'm going to do. 4 inches as base from this tip here. Then connect. So when I connect, I'm going to measure like this. Now what I have here is 6.25. I remember we're still going to shape with 1 inch, right? So we are going to leave it at 4 inches. If you are bigger than me, you can use 5 inches, you can use 6 inches, depending on how big you are, right? So this is what I used. I used 4 inches for mine. Okay, so remember that this is the side. So from here, I'm going to take my armhole measurement. My armhole measurement for a fitted gown or a fitted top is always 7.5, right? But I'm going to use 8 inches for this. So from this tip here, I'm going to mark my armhole 8 inches here. Now, this top has an outer neck. Because of that, from what we have here, I'm going to be going up by 1 inch, right? This one is the top. This one is the front, so I'm going to be going up by 1 inches, and when I've gone up by 1 inches here, I'm going to connect from this 8 inches back to that 1 inch here, like this. Okay, and for the back, we are still going to be using what we have here for the back. So what I'm going to do now is to divide this, right, so I can trace what we have here, connect it, right? So this is the back and this is the front. Okay, the front is an outer neck, and that is why we are cutting like this. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead now to do is to cut out. Remember, from this tip here to this, I used 4 inches. I divided my I divided my chest measurement by 4. Whatever I have, I make sure that what I have here is close to the measurement I have when I divided my chest measurement. And don't forget to add allowance, your shaping allowance to it. Okay, that is how I got here. You can use 5 inches, you can use 6 inches. The lowest you can go for an adult should be these 4 inches that I use here, because I'm slim, right? So mark it, then from there you go up by 1 inch for the outer neck, right? This is for the front. So the armhole is also going to be just for the front with the outer neck. Then the back, we're just going to leave it at whatever you used to get your round circle here, right? So I'm just going to go ahead now and cut out. So remember that this is your side, right, where we are going to shape it. This is where we are going to shape together. Now what I'm going to do, we are going to make sure that this side is equal, so that when we shape, one is not going to be longer than one. So what we are going to do now is align this with the front, right? This is the front, this is the back. Align it together, and then we have this space here, right? So what I'm going to do now is to place this back together here, so I can find the midpoint, right? Remember, I'm working with the back now, so this is the midpoint. I'm going to trim off this excess so that we are going to have a high-low effect for the back, right? So from that midpoint, I'm going to connect right here, so that the side, they are going to be equal at the side, and in the center the back is going to have a low effect and the side is going to have a high effect, giving it that high-low effect at the back, right? So I'm just going to trim this off from here. Okay, right, this is what we have now. This is what we have. So this is the back and this is the front, right? So this is how it's going to be when we are done, right? So the next thing I'm going to do now is to mark out where my strap is going to be. So when I opened it up, I actually find out that it's kind of small. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it down a little bit. For the strap, I'm going to be using 4 inches, right? So from the mid back here, I'm going to be measuring 4 inches. So what we are going to have is one strap is going to be here and the other one is going to be here at the notch. And for the front, I'm also going to go ahead and mark out the midpoint. And that is all we have for now. Now we're going to go ahead and prepare our strap. So this is what we have for the strap. All I did was to cut out fabric on bias form. We know how to cut fabric on bias form. Then I folded the both sides, then folded into two like this, right? So for the front, we're going to go ahead and pipe the front. And before I forget, when I placed this on me, it was a little tight, so I trimmed it down a little bit, right? So before you sew yours, to be on the safer side, check whether it's too tight, so you can do some little trimmings also. So what I'm going to do now is to pipe the front first, right? So you're going to open up your front like this, And then what you're going to do is to place your fabric in between the fold here, just like using this strap here to encase the mouth of your dress like this. Okay, so you're going to sew it like this, place it together, sew it like this until you get to the notch, which happens to be the midpoint, right? So I'm going to pin this together. I'm going to pin this down so you see what I mean. So for mine, I'm going to be leaving this rope to be tied on the shoulder, but the best thing to do this is to add the buckle at the back so it can be adjustable, right? Just like a bra. But I can't find that buckle around me, so I decided to use what I have, which is just to leave a rope, long rope, to be able to be tying it on the shoulder, right? You're going to see the results we have when we are done. So for now, this is what you're going to do. Pipe your up for the front like this. When you get to the midpoint, you are going to leave that part. Then you are going to start from here also, from the armpit here also, and pipe this side till you get to the midpoint as well. Now when you get to the midpoint, you're going to see that the two of them has crossed like this. Remember that the up is going to be crossed. You're going to find out the two of them has crossed like this, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and pipe it. So for the back, it's just a normal piping for the back, and we're also going to prepare a strap that we're going to be attaching at the back. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and pipe. So this is what we have for the front. See the way that place crossed, right? And for the back, I also went ahead to pipe the back and also attach the rope. So what I'm going to do now is to shape, right? I'm just going to shape both sides. After shaping, I'll fold the down part and then I'll show you what you've got. So this is where I have when I'm done. Tell us if you're going to try out this top in the comment section, because you definitely should. To make this top, you need at least 6 minutes to complete it. It's not hard. It's very, very simple. So thank you very much if you have watched to this level. And if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe, and also share this video, like, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.